You are about to see mutilated corpses, burning tank carcasses, and all out mayhem, brought to you by Frontline Fatalities.
Sup COH fans, and welcome to episode 76 of Frontline Fatalities, brought to you by the Frontline Network, presented by me, FatalSaint, and my good friend Tommy. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, Fatal? I'm so glad you remember that last bit. We had some comments on the last video saying, please bring back the good friend. Because it's okay, we are still good friends.
Yeah,
it's okay.
we are good friends. We are good friends. We are good friends that actually is playing the Company of Heroes 2 beta right now, and you know we can't really comment on it due to the NDA. We had a few comments like post some Company of Heroes 2 videos, go, and you know just to reiterate that you know as soon as we are actually allowed to post anything Company of Heroes 2 related, you'll notice.
We will be, yeah.
You
will fucking know about it, because
you'll notice.
It's gonna be a visual onslaught.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we can't say or do anything right now. But rest assured,
whenever we can, we will.
Yep.
Basically that's the gist of it. So that's covered, and we actually have another good old VCO game today with Americans versus Wehrmacht on Ruins of Rouen, which I cannot pronounce for the life of me. But let's just stick with that. We got Maccaronni playing the Wehrmacht against Purlictor's Americans on Ruins. You ready to go, Tommy?
I'm ready.
At the 5-second mark, unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nothing special for Maccaronni, 2 pioneers. I know we actually casted a game with Maccaronni a couple of episodes ago, and yeah, he usually likes to go for quite a heavy tier 1, doesn't he? He like Volks and MGs and stuff.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty big tier 1s from him. If I remember correctly, the last game we saw, he did a kind of an MG bike opening on Semwa, which didn't really work because he just ended up shooting an MG at a building with a rifle squad that just lasted forever.
Yeah.
Because MGs just do no damage to buildings. But here he's doing, we've got a conventional Wehrmacht quarters, and from Purlictor, who is playing as Super Smurf, Mr. Laser Masterson XXX, hurts my eyes just to look at it. He's gone for a 3 engineer opening for this map.
3 engineer opening on Ruins, maybe a good building or build order for Purlictor. I'm not sure. There's quite a lot of territories to cap, and if you can get a little bit of early dominance, maybe 3 engineers or even 4 AS would work on this map. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for me, as always, 4AS is my
4AS.
go-to strategy, because you just get so much flexibility with the attacking. It does struggle against certain things, but generally speaking, with such a big map, I would definitely go for more than the usual 2 engineers, because you do just have so much. You've got it's a little bit like Angoville, in that you have sort of a couple of small but fairly important points right next to your base. You've got a couple of munitions points in that, +5 fuel. And then right in the corners, you've got the real important stuff, the bigger fuels and the bigger munitions. But this can make it really tough for Ver, because he can't very easily just sort of camp one side and then shift to a big cutoff move like he can on Angoville. You have to sort of do a more camp creep style here as Ver. It's a bit tougher.
Yeah, there's a bit of a cutoff on the map, but it's so close, so close to the enemy base. It's just like you're literally standing in the enemy base when you're going for that cutoff. You know, it's tricky. Fighting so close to your opponent's base, you're gonna take natural casualties, and then when you're eventually forced to retreat, he's just gonna branch out all over the map while you're sitting in your base, going like, I have no units on my field. What am I supposed to do now? We do have some rifles from Purlictor actually garrisoning this tough building on the further right-hand side. And the Pios are forced to retreat, and the Volks take cover in by the sandbags, the green cover there. We did have a double Volk opening from Maccaronni, so his second Volk squad is going to come up and reinforce the first one, but we do have a flanking engineer from Purlictor at the same time. But it looks like he's actually changing his mind, going back to the center to try and flush out the second Pioneer squad from Maccaronni in the center.
that building, that factory building, is one of those rare buildings where you can actually have all members of the rifle squad firing at once. It's not like there's only one window. When he had 6 men in there, actually it was all 6 men firing, which is pretty powerful for a building when you throw in building cover on top of that.
Yeah, very strong building. It's pretty cool actually seeing the riflemen standing on the rooftops shooting down on the Volt grenadiers. I like that building. That's one of the cooler buildings, but you rarely see it used. I think I've only seen it on like custom maps and on ruins really.
Yeah, you don't see it because there just aren't buildings that are that big, and you know, such buildings are also really good for absorbing grenades and stuff like that. So we got these 2 rifles ganging up on a single Volt here, probably going to be forced to retreat, but not before he does a little bit more damage. The MG is out, but out of range of that fuel cap. So the rifle is definitely getting the upper hand here in the early game.
Yeah, the MG is actually setting up, trying to stop the rifles from advancing any further. We do have mines coming down from Purlictor. I think no, he actually cancelled it when he saw the MG spotting him, and now he's trying to do a flank on the MG, but it's never easy with one engineer squad without flamers, because the 2 MG gunners, the support guys with the MP40s, they're good against engineers. They like kind of rip them to shreds actually.
Yeah, if you have anything except a full health engineer, don't expect to be able to flank successfully flank an MG with an engineer. I think if you've got a 100% health engineer, it can just about work. You can do enough damage to the MG to kill the support gunners pretty quick, and by the time there's only 1 man left on the gun, he's got to retreat. But yeah, no, without flamers, it's very tough.
So we did actually have a Volt MG sniper build from Maccaronni, so maybe he's moved away from these larger tier 1 builds and might be going for a fast tech to tier 2. I'll be interested to see what Maccaronni actually decides to do here.
It's quite possible. You never know what people do depending on certain maps. You know, different builds work better on certain maps. This build is I mean, I don't know. I don't have any set strategy for this map as Ver. I think often the most common strategy for me is actually forward HQ. I'd like to take that building right next to the big lumber pile and turn it into an FHQ. That's quite a lot of fun on this map.
Oh, that is interesting. We do have the piles in the center now forced off by an engineer squad. We do have a rifleman squad, 2 rifleman squads actually, and a flamer against the 2 Volks and the MG. The flanking rifleman squad actually get suppressed by the MG, while the rifles and the flamers actually decide not to engage those 2 Volks due to that MG, most likely. Purlictor is just biding his time right now, and Maccaronni is actually starting to float quite a bit. Here's the teching for tier 2 just started in the headquarters for Maccaronni, so he is most likely going for this 4-unit tier 1 Volt MG sniper into tier 2.
Okay, we actually have bars are upgrading, quite a late bar upgrade coming in from Purlictor, but I don't know if that's going to be such a good idea, because we've just seen 2 rifle squads in quick succession get routed, and now Maccaroni's going to be able to start. He's got his minesweepers out, very smart move, sweeping some of those mines. He's going to be able to place some mines of his own.
Because the flamers, he did get the mines swept before the flamers were close enough to lay in the hurt on those pioneers. There's actually a second mine just at the munitions point in the center. See if he actually finds that before something accidentally hits it. Purlictor's doing, I think he's not committing to a massive attack. He's most likely, is he cancelling? Did he cancel his bars?
No, he's still got them. They're gonna pop any second now. They're gonna pop
very soon, because he's going in for the engagement right here with everything,
brutal,
basically.
Actually, when they get this close to the MG.
There's the flamer too, and there's the bar pop. Very nice bar pop from Purlictor. Wow, that MG went down extremely quickly. The sniper instantly retreats due to the danger of all of this infantry from Purlictor, and the 2 Volk squads are actually going to be forced to retreat as well. They cannot hang around without any support against 3 bar squads. That was a very nice bar pop from Purlictor. I always enjoy seeing the bar pops in massive engagements like that. You very rarely see these all-out attacks with bar pops in the middle of the attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, traditionally,
you'd
you'd see that kind of thing a lot, but these days, when you look at like Symbiosis play with his bars, the bar pop sort of is fairly inconsequential. It's not really timed. It's just sort of, you just get it, and it's there, and that's just your tech, and that's just, you know, to leapfrog your way into snipers, which is, you know, so it is refreshing to see a different take on things. So the sniper's still out. The sniper's got 5 kills now. It's at that point in the game where the Ver player really needs to start laying in the hurt, because he knows for the next couple of minutes there's no chance of a counter snipe. So unless he does anything really silly with his sniper, it should be basically invulnerable.
Yeah, as long as he keeps it close to his other units so he doesn't get flanked by one bar squad or something like that. He needs to have some form of support to it, so he needs to stick around with his 2 volts and the MG especially. We do have mines going down for Maccaronni now as well, so he's trying to cement his hold on his right hand side, but he doesn't really have many territories, and he doesn't even have a single VP. He's trying to reclaim the one on the far right hand side, and I see that Purlictor retreated most of his rifles back to his base to heal up at the triage, and a WSC coming up as well.
Not a bad move at all. I mean, Purlictor's had absolute fuel dominance throughout this game. I don't think Maccaroni's had any +10 fuel connected for more than just a couple of seconds. So, yeah, that sniper is pretty much a no-brainer. It's gonna just keep Maccaroni tilting because he's gonna be naturally going for that tier 2, quite heavy into the tier 2, unless he starts getting a serious fuel income.
Yep. First grenadier popped for Maccaroni. Flamers garrisoning the house on the right-hand side. These Volks are trying to get the fuel. Ooh, you never know about Flamers. All of a sudden, 3 Volt squads just get obliterated by that Flamer squad.
Torched instantly.
Yeah, it goes so quickly sometimes with the Flamer crits. And it is always scary to have a Flamer in a building, especially when they can all be firing. Especially if you can... I bet you can put a Flamer and a bar squad in that building and most of them could shoot.
Yeah, you probably could, to be honest. We've got a huge flank being set up now. We've got rifles and bars coming down all the way around the bottom. We've got another bar squad flanking all the way down on the left-hand side. I think he's going to be flanking very deep.
We do have the MG actually covering one of the entrance points for the... It's actually a kind of 4-pronged attack. We did have Flamers coming in, but they got focus fired. And one bar squad right from behind.
Here. Lovely stuff. Lovely 4-way flank here, but nice MG micro. He's microing it to
hopefully
try and
that mine goes off. Oh, it does. It does save him a little bit of time. We did actually have a nice grand grenade on one of the bar squad. Forced them to retreat. Down to 1 man. Actually focus fired by the sniper, killing him on the retreat. 1 rifleman squad down for Purlictor, but there's another Flamer coming in, which is not suppressed, and the MG is actually decrewed and stolen. He needs to retreat that rifle, however, due to the sniper still being around. That sniper is actually taking a shot on the retreating Flamer and takes him out as well. Horrible attack for Purlictor. Wow. He's getting very unlucky with the hits. Oh, he loses the MG on retreat as well! Boom, baby. All of a sudden, he's down 3 squads.
Not the last rifle, surely not.
Oh, wow.
No.
Brutal.
Oh, my God.
Brutal. Very brutal for Purlictor. It looked like an awesome 4-way pronged attack with Flamers coming in from all directions and with the support of barred rifles, but everything just went to crap. Really, everything did not roll his way.
God. That was horrible. He's down to now down to 2 Flamers and 2 rifles and a sniper. He's gonna really have to lean heavily on that sniper to get him back into this, because now Maccaroni, I mean, he's gonna... That wasn't another rifle, was it? No.
No, it's retreating. It's 2 man actually.
Okay.
But that sniper is really hitting retreating squads. Seriously, every shot.
That was insane.
Awesome sniper from Maccaroni.
13 kills there, and now, I mean, you know, the whole thing's beginning to flash red now. We've got... Oh, that mine actually got set off, but does no damage.
Retreating Gren.
Retreating through it. We've got the Vet coming in now. I imagine we're going to be seeing Vet 2 hitting, so the sniper's going to be decent against that, but with only 2 rifles, I don't know. I mean, he's doing the smart thing here, Purlictor. He is rebuilding those rifles. If I were him, I would rebuild both of those rifles. As painful as it may be, you really do need those 4 rifles if you've lost an engineer.
Yeah, your clairvoyance is correct, my good friend Tommy. Vet 2 infantry is taking in Maccaroni's base right now, so it will hit the field very soon. Somehow magically, he did secure enough fuel.
The Axis sniper is running around uncloaked, and the Allied sniper he was looking at him, but he didn't shoot.
Oh, I completely missed that. You folks at home probably just saw that in picture. But yeah, I guess he got lucky.
They were like, he was looking at him, and he sort of brought his rifle up to his shoulder, and just nothing happened.
So unlucky for Purlictor. He really, if he can get the counter snipe in, especially, then it's really good, because then he can start popping away at these Vet 2 rifles, gain some nice sniper veterancy, hit Vet 3 fairly rapidly, and just lay in the hurt constantly.
To get a Vet 3 sniper if he's shooting nothing but grenadiers, and that was a lovely little mine placed near this field point here on the left, almost taking out a mine super squad, but actually the mine saved him in the nick of time.
Maccaronni is securing quite a lot of fuel right now on the map. He's got a 32 income, which is very good for him. He could keep ticking or keep staying in tier 2, depending on what he wants to do. But he has obviously seen the allied sniper now, with the Grenadier getting shot in the center VP. He's got 1 kill on that sniper now. Axis sniper is there, however, and the Volts are trying to go and light him up. Here comes another Grenadier squad, actually. An allied sniper might be a little bit in trouble. We do have 2 flavor squads coming out. A nice mine actually suppresses both squads. That was a bit lucky for Purly.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, now
nope.
he's just got to try and really start putting in the manpower hurt. Otherwise, Maccaroni's just going to out-tech him. He's just going to straight out-tech him.
We do actually have a motorcycle constructed by Maccaroni, so he's quite obviously not okay with losing his own sniper. So he's going to go for some sniper hunting of his own before he makes a mistake somewhere and accidentally loses his sniper and then have his Grenadiers mowed down by the enemy sniper. So a bike is a pretty good choice, I think, because right now with all those unit casualties for Purlictor, he can afford getting a bike, you know, because he still has superior infantry numbers compared to Purly, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Getting a bike at this stage in the game, it's an interesting choice. Some players like to do it a lot. If you go and watch any of Malon's games or Mag's games, their sort of go-to counter for the sniper.
Mags.
Oh, Mags is he's just
insane.
He'll build like 3 bikes and leave them in his base, and then when he has like 3 of them, he'll just bum rush and nothing lives.
Yeah.
But Mags is just silly. He builds Panthers because he wants to win the game in style. You know, when an Oswind would be useful, he builds a Panther, which is useless.
He's a funny guy, that Mags.
Hopefully he'll bring that kind of thing into KO2, building a million.
Oh no, what is this bike doing now? He's trying to find an enemy sniper. He might have suspected the sniper to be... Oh, there's only 2 snipers now? Yeah, there's 2 allied snipers. They're behind the building, both of them.
Double snipers, and I can see the Axis sniper. Look, he's just... Where is he? Where is he going? He's gonna get stuck behind enemy lines without a paddle in a minute.
He's just waiting to get a counter snipe in. Oh, let's see if he gets it now. Both snipers actually fires, but the Axis sniper doesn't open up.
Oh, Maccaroni's sacrificing a lot of Grens to try and get this counter snipe.
If he can just get 1, it might be worth it. But if he doesn't end up getting a single sniper counter snipe now.
The rifles. I don't know.
Oh, there's a
still
mine
the
though.
Sniped icon?
No.
Ugh.
He hits the mine before he gets the reveal on any of the 2 snipers from Purlictor. So he paid a lot of manpower to get a counter snipe, which never happened.
Which never happened, yeah. I mean,
it's bad. Very bad. I like this medic station from Purlictor after losing the 2 rifleman squad. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Wow, that was very close. That was very risky. He tried to go for the counter snipe, but it actually shot one of the rifles instead.
It's because he heard this sound of the eye sniper firing, but it did that weird misfire thing, so he just heard the shot.
And now the allied snipers are just gonna be happy.
Yeah, I mean he's gotta fall back with these Grens and stuff, otherwise he's gonna be eating.
Tier 3 is teched for Maccaroni, and there's a retreat due to flamers, double snipers, and bar rifles. Way too much for 1 Grenadier and a Volt squad to handle.
Tier 3, sensible choice. He probably could have done without the bike because, I mean, I was going to say, you know, once the bars are already out, bars will absolutely shred a bike. Yeah, the only time I would personally get a bike as a counter is if it's WSC first. Against WSC first, bike is pretty good because it puts your opponent in a really horrible position. He either has to lower you into a mine, which is kind of dodgy, and it means he has to camp really heavily with his sniper, or it means he's got to, you know, keep on attacking or whatever. So... but against bars, I mean, we saw what happened there. Just...
Yeah, and the bike goes down instantly. It was pre-damaged before it tried to drive past the barred rifles in green cover. We did have a Storm Army completed in Maccaroni's base with just enough manpower to start producing a Puma instantly. So a Puma will be hitting in the field soon, which might be good for routing all of the infantry and, you know, basically taking away all of the support from these 2 snipers so you can hunt them down. Wow,
oh
that's a
my
lucky
god, that's
squad.
a low health. Yeah, I was gonna say, they probably should have lost the whole squad there, but...
These mines, though. How did they recover so fast from the mine suppression? Oh, Ouch. 2 Grand Squads focus firing down one of the allied medics.
Ooh.
Maccaronni now actually branching out on the left-hand side. He's most likely feeling the VP pressure. He knows that he needs to stop the drain now before it ticks down even further for him. He's below 300 VPs, and when especially when you're triple capped, it goes so quickly. All of a sudden you have 100, all of a sudden you have a 50, and all of a sudden you lost the game because you weren't paying attention to the triple cap of the VPs. You just can't be triple capped for longer than very, very few minutes. Otherwise, you'll just end up losing a tremendous amount of VPs very rapidly.
Yeah, it's not a good position to be in. He has taken back both of them, and I think part of the choice for him to move over was because, the double sniper teams, if they're working together in a kind of blob, they can only be in one place at one time, and in such a big map like this, you can kind of spread yourself out and just hope you can overpower him. Especially with this lack of rifle vet, he's really leaning heavily on the snipers to do the legwork, and that's only 2 units. They can only be in so many places.
The sniper team has actually moved over to the left-hand side now. Sniping grenadiers and volks all over the place. We do have the first Puma out on the field now, going over to the left-hand side as well for support. All of the infantry moving over, the Axis sniper and the 2 Grens from Maccaronni leaving the right-hand side, going to the left-hand side now, trying to defend that VP to stop the drain. We do have a second Puma now constructed in Maccaroni's base as well, so that makes a total of 2. And that's the dodgy building actually loses Purlictor, one of the rifleman squads, because he got out of the wrong door. And got stuck.
Don't get out on that side of the building, or you will get trapped forever next to the car.
Not good. That's a total of 3 rifleman squad, and I think he lost 2 flamers as well in that major engagement before with the Barpo. Oh, Gren goes down actually on retreat, however.
That just about makes it back, the cost. So those snipers are really doing the work here. 9 kills and 12 kills, and most of those are grenadiers, so they need to be dealt with. I mean, taking the Pumas is one way to deal with it. Now also vet 3, but we do have a tank depot actually almost finished from Purlictor, and he is floating a ton of fuel and manpower. He starts building a Sherman instantly, and he's actually gone for armor doctrine down the Allied War Machine route. So, and even after picking Allied War Machine, he's still got 2 and a little bit CP, so the Calliope is actually going to be very, very close indeed.
Oh, there's a mine. The Puma's actually going to park right in front of it. Oh, he's trying to bait. Look at that bait from Purlictor. That was beautiful. He decloaks his sniper for a split of a second. Maccaronni sees this. Goes sniper rage. Go, Pumas. Drives right into a mine.
That was a classic bait there. I mean, Maccaronni, he really should have seen through that. It was so obviously a bait. I mean, nobody decloaks their snipers for no reason. Nobody does that.
And now the sniper's just gonna waltz past the second Puma. And here comes the Sherman now, forcing these Pumas to actually go out of sniper hunting duty. And Maccaronni now finds himself without AT, starts producing a Stug actually from tier 3.
Stug is always a good idea. Stug will generally... Oh, there's a counter-snipe. Finally, there's a counter-snipe from Maccaronni. That's worth his money. That's going to be his sanity maintained for another few years into his old age. Stress levels begin to recede.
This Puma, with the damage ending, is mercilessly getting hunted by the Sherman. Takes it out. Goes out of control. Crashes into one of the tank traps. Oh, and now we do have barred rifles just mowing down everything else. Not enough with grenades and some nice focus fires plus Pumas forces most of the allied infantry away from the center. Oh, these Grens are actually going for that cut-off from Purlictor just outside of his base. He's gonna get it. Yep.
Oh, so they are, but oh no, there's only one of them left. He's gonna lose that.
No, he gets killed in middle of the ruins of an old building.
The thing is, that was actually worth nothing. What did he cut off there? He cut off a +5 fuel. What did he do?
Yeah.
I mean, that was not worth losing a Gren squad. No way.
Is it ever worth losing a Gren squad? Killing a sniper, maybe?
I would probably...
Killing a Sherman? I don't know.
It depends, because there are very few situations where you can be guaranteed the loss of your Gren squad. I would probably put my Gren squad in a position where he has a good chance of dying if I thought I had a better chance of killing like a vet 3 sniper or a vet 2 sniper.
Yeah.
But not more than that, really, because Gren squad's just so useful and so expensive. You can't be affording to lose them.
Yeah, especially when they're vetted. You've invested fuel in your Grens as well, per se.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving them infantry veterancy, making them like very, very competent mainline infantry fighters. We do have a pack out now, a Stug and a pack against the TD tech from Purlictor, which is going to be more than enough against that one Sherman, and he also has one M10 now.
Although Calliope is unlocked, so I don't think the pack is going to be having a very fun day in precisely 300 manpower's time.
I don't think a lot of Maccaroni's units won't have much of a fun time against a Calliope, because he is supporting his troops by keeping other units close to them. So a nice Calliope barrage could be completely devastating.
Nice prop wall was used here to try and maintain the drain over here on the right-hand side fuel. And actually, no Calliope from Purlictor yet. He is content to keep on pumping out Shermans, which he has not just bought himself another Sherman to support his existing one. And actually, he has a good chance of taking out this Volk squad on retreat here. That 50 cal on top is real murder to these Grens and Volks.
Oh, but it actually misses the Volks on retreat, so they're actually going to be able to get out of there completely fine. We do have the pack and the Stug in the center now, staring down an M10, which the Axis sniper has spotted.
Another Puma over here on the left, but this time there's no AT, so he can go in here for cheeky hits. Oh, there is a mine there indeed. There is a mine.
Oh, he's actually going to hit it with the Puma sitting right next to it. Terrible. That was like the worst case scenario was what happened right there.
Yeah, for Maccaroni. I mean, it could have been so nice. He could have been able to kill the M10 with a downward engine there, but no. Oh, the pack turns, but it isn't able to fire just yet. And if Purlictor's really intelligent, he's going to notice that green cover the Pioneers are standing behind. He's going to know there's a pack there.
He actually decloaks it. At the same time, we do have a Stug and a second Sherman now out from Purlictor as well, as you said before. He is just building these Shermans up. He needs an upgun would be good against the Stugs, I think.
Yeah, the upgun does seem to be necessary when you're fighting Stugs, especially when they get to bet 1. They're pretty much guaranteed to beat out a Sherman. This is like a sandwich.
It's a very, very bad Stug sandwich with the Stug in the middle.
Stug is the filling. Oh, but the buns go down. The wholemeal buns.
That Stug took a surprising amount of little damage, actually, from these two Shermans.
It's that bet 1, yeah, it's the extra health.
Yeah.
Well, they receive damage,
and all of a sudden it goes down frontal armor against the second Sherman. But he did pay for that one Stug kill. He did get the pack decrewed at the same time. I'm not sure. Sherman's just so pricey.
Thing is, the pack is still there, like he didn't destroy it or steal it, so it's just going to get recrewed by cheap Volks there in a minute. There's another bike from Mac. And it's another Stug sandwich, but this time the buns are the rifles.
Yeah, with double stickies and an M10 coming in at the same time.
Nice, Allied War Machine.
Oh, he might lose his vet too, though. Oh, main gun destroyed! Just barely saves its life. That Stug is sitting duck right now to that M10.
AWM perhaps a little bit premature there. It probably wasn't really necessary, but...
Oh! The bike actually killed the sniper. I just vaguely saw the 19 XP, so that bike actually paid for itself double.
Oh boy, well he took advantage of the Purlictor's distraction in the center.
And we did have the KT unlocked and now purchased for Maccaroni. That's going to be an extremely good counter against Purlictor's TD units.
He stole a pack, but I mean KT is just like
pack, whatever, man. Without the cloak bonus, it's useless against the KT.
Whatever, Trevor. I can bounce packs all day. Oh, and the bike hits a mine and meets a...
What the hell?
What the hell was...
Did you see the MG that actually got blown up and then it started firing on the engineers when it was off the hull of the bike?
That was really
weird. What?
That was really weird.
These Volks are just running into the threads of this M10. There's 3 of them actually. And he gets sniped in his retreat before he gets squished. That was very, very close.
This is where he gets sniped on retreat.
Oh, no. Misfire. That's where the M10 misfires the guy on retreat.
You know, I just realized Maccaroni's army is really small. Like, he has lost an awful lot in the last couple of minutes.
Oh yeah, he's lost, like, almost his entire army went down in that engagement with the Stugs and the bike.
Oh, the Flamer went down. The Flamer was left to die.
That's surprising.
Yeah, he was just there behind green cover.
Up.
And just gradually lost his health.
We do know that Purlictor actually has sticky stows as he stickied the Stug twice. So this KT needs to stay away from these rifles unless he gets a damage. When it comes to M10 now, it does have the support of the stolen pack as well. But I think that firing angle is a little bit dodgy. I don't think that pack can actually fire them.
It's never very clear what can fire through what on Ruins and Ruin. Like, you have these damaged buildings which can kind of be fired through, but kind of can't. I mean, it's... I don't pretend to understand it. I mean, it's clear that this is like a half-finished map. I mean, when you can't even get out of some doors of certain buildings, like, really?
What happened? What happened here exactly? Someone care to explain?
Ran out.
So, Maccaronni is down to the KT, 2 volts and 1 Gren. His own sniper is dead, but so is Purlictor, so I guess these Grens are fairly okay against the barred rifles at least. And he does have the KT to counter the TD units. I'm not exactly sure. I guess Maccaronni doesn't really need anything more, or, you know, any other different kinds of units. He just needs more of them.
Yeah, I mean, he could basically... I mean, the old school style of playing Tier 2 Terror was just to spam Grens with the KT, and that was your end-game unit composition. You might have had a sniper and an MG if you still kept them alive, but essentially, the theory goes that you don't need anything more than loads and loads and loads of Grens at Bet 2 plus the KT. The only reason why Tier 3 was added into the mix was because howitzers became really prominent and people were really struggling because they had nothing but Grens, which were getting RT'd into the dust, and so they needed a Puma or a Stug to force different kind of tech.
You can also rush the allied base with, you know, a Stug, for example, or maybe a Puma, and just take out the howitzer real quick. If you get lucky,
exactly.
If you can distract your opponent with another engagement somewhere where all of his units are tied up. Another prop war. I've seen quite a lot of prop wars from Maccaronni actually. I think it's his 4th or his 5th prop war, and you know, at least three of them have been extremely good prop wars. Sometimes it feels like that one particular prop war there against 1 bar rifle due to the Shrek-Ren in the buildings. I don't know if that was actually worth it. It's not like the Shrek-Rens are going to be able to kill that Sherman, the Vet 2 Sherman, especially not when it's being combat repaired.
Yeah.
It's not really going to work for him. But we did have quite a lot of M10s from Purlictor. I saw he was hiding 2 of them just outside of his base.
Yeah, he's got 3 of them now.
He's making a wolf pack, I guess.
Yeah, he's making a train, but we saw how many M10s it takes to kill a KT. It's like the, you know, the light bulb joke. How many light bulbs? How many M10s it take to screw in a KT?
How many M10s does it take to screw on a KT? Approximately 5 or 6 of them, I think.
Well, wasn't it 8?
It was 8.
In the Alliage Marines game?
I thought it was
like
6, but maybe it was 8.
Oh, maybe it was 6. 8 does sound like a bit much.
How much pop is 1 M10? 10?
Good question. I don't know. 10 or 11?
10 or 11. So 8 of them would be 80. That's quite a lot of pop cap, man. That's a whole map. 6 sounds plausible. Here we go. All of the armor from Purlictor is just pouring into this KT, but one of the Shermans.
And there's a backup pack all the way back in the base. This could not end too well now.
I like War Machine, however.
But the AWM. AWM comes in at a good time, so it's not going to be all for nothing.
He might lose the get 1 M10 though. But that pack is not really helping right now. It's mostly missing, honestly.
It's just kind of plugging away, but it's just so many tanks.
Here goes the Vet 2 Sherman. He does get it back, but he loses the veterancy, obviously, with AWM.
Now he needs to... Whoa, my god.
Now he's just losing tanks.
KP, yeah. Well, you know, the only tank he actually lost there was... I mean, he lost the veterancy.
1 M10.
And he lost 1 M10, and he did a lot of damage to the KT. You know, 1 more Zerg rush like that. I mean, he actually just got a Calliope at the exact same time, so he can now hit back immediately with double M10s, a pack, a Sherman, and a Calliope. That might be enough to finish it off, you know?
Killing the KT would mean game, basically. That would put Maccaronni in a spot where his only AT is 1 Shrek and a pack against multiple tanks.
Oh, here it comes. It's not hitting the KT, but it is hitting a lot of Grens who are walking out of the base. And it gets one of the pack crew.
The pack... Oh, nice prop war to save his pack. He needs to set it up and start shooting at these M10s, but... Oh no, is it actually bugged? terrible. Just push stop. Halt! It seems to not be... Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, yep, he's okay. The KT is sitting in a really awkward position though, that does not look comfortable.
We did have a Flamer squad on the right-hand side forced off by a barred up Volt squad. We do have an M10 coming in from the squish. I really like Purlictor's use of the M10s here. He's using the squish on basically every infantry squad he can find. Just pushing them off
every
points.
trick in the book, yep. Kind of missed. Forced to retreat anyway, so it's okay.
He only whited the VP before he was forced to retreat, so that's not too bad. Maccaronni now has his manpower income back after purchasing that KT, so he's going to be able to start producing a few more units now. I'm not exactly sure what he needs. A little bit more infantry support, I guess.
Just Gren, really. I mean, he's not facing any snipers, he's just facing like tanks and rifles, essentially. That is the basis of Purlictor's army, so you know, just lots and lots of Grens. He just needs more army.
Bigger armor, yeah.
Yeah, like a meteor army. It's a shame he lost like 2 Grens sort of needlessly to snipers. If he had those 2 Grens right now, he would have a lot more pushing power.
Yeah, right now he's just moving out of his base very slowly because he can't really spread up his forces because he doesn't have that many of them. You know, he's always facing the possibility of a tank coming around to squish him. Oh, there's a nice Calliope barrage on the KT and the pack. Surely gonna decrew the pack at least. There it goes. Going in for the sticky with the rifleman squad. I saw him reach for it, but he just did not get it off completely. Looks like the M10s were going for it again. I see lots of enemy triangles moving on the map now. I think he's going in for this KT now. He's stolen the pack, the second pack stolen as well. I can see all of those tanks and the first pack that he stole
rolling
moving on
in.
the KT.
Yep. They are indeed rolling in.
He really wants to sticky on that KT, I think.
Sticky would just make it so much easier. Because a well micro KT can still keep his frontal armor facing against a couple of circling M10s. But he's actually backed himself against this wall here. He's like, yep, you're not hitting my rear armor.
Can't get behind me if my rear is facing a building, I guess. But there's still a bit of a lack of AT for Maccaronni, I guess. I don't know. You know, KT is a beast.
It depends really what happens now. Who rolls the most amount of crits? Oh, the Sherman's joining in as well.
What is the Calliope doing? What is it? Is he gonna shotgun the KT? Because that would just like be so awesome.
That would be an immense shotgun, like point blank range shotgun.
Damage on the KT.
The pack is there as well.
Wow, did I just
firing? And I think a scatter shot missed the M10 and hit the Calliope right behind it. Oh my god!
There is the shotgun. Shotgun on the KT goes down. Vet 3 Calliope. AWM popped. But he needs to get that Calliope out of there. You don't want to lose the Vet 3, man. No, yeah, he's moving. Oh, long range threat. That really, really hurts. But he does have the support of Sherman.
Oh,
no! He's getting stuck on the building and stuff.
Oh no, push him around. Reverse, push him.
Here we go. Long range strike takes out the Vet 3 Calliope. So much for that shotgun on the KT, I guess. But he did get the kill on the KT. Even losing the Calliope after that, it's still a win, I think. Yeah, now the lack of AT is going to basically mean Maccaronni is out of this game, I think. I'm not sure exactly what he needs to build. Pack. Yeah, he's building a third pack. A Pershing.
Yeah. That's actually really nice timing when you just kill the KT and then hit back with a Pershing of your own.
Yeah, the Pershing can take out all of the tier 3 units that he could build, like Stugs, for example, against the
yeah,
M10.
Absolutely eat Stugs for breakfast. The only thing Maccaronni has going for him right now is that with all these tank carcasses to harvest, he's going to have a lot of munitions for prop war and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do have Firestorm unlocked as well with almost 3 CP, so he's only 1 CP away from a V1. Maybe if he gets some form of an epic blob V1, just annihilates the entirety of Purlictor's army. That's plausible, but
like an epic prop war plus sniper in the base sets off a Firestorm.
You know, anything could happen.
Kill the infantry? Yeah, well, you never know in COH, you never know.
I've seen crazier things happen. Ooh, nice pack sniping on this. Sherman almost takes it out, but he's going to be out of range to get the killing shot. He gets angry and destroys the truck because they didn't get the kill on the Sherman. I'm not exactly sure why the pack hit the truck. He was obviously firing on the rifles, capping the middle VP. But look at the VPs now. Maccaronni is down to 67. He needs to do something very quickly, but at the same time he needs to fight the TD units from Purlictor.
And the Pershing, which has just arrived. Oh, he does kill a Sherman though. Sherman got taken out by the Shrek squad here. 20 infantry kills and 2 tank kills now. They're not doing a half bad job.
Those are some badass Grens.
It's Zeal, man. Like, when you get down to like 2 or 3 men, it's Zeal with the Shreks.
I think Flamers is a bit too much for them to handle, however. I think, yeah, Maccaronni is actually forced to retreat them. It's too much flak.
Still a lot of munitions harvesting going on here.
Yeah, he's up to 100 again. He just used the prop war and he was down to 40 or so, and now he's up to 100 again. There we go. A new Grenadier squad produced by Maccaronni, trying to give him some more mainline infantry to fight these barred rifles. Maybe give him a Shrek to be a deterrent against the M10 Squish. We don't really have much veterancy for the rifles, do we? Because he lost those 2 ones.
No, barely any. We've lost so many rifles. I mean, there's one which is at 12 kills with 1 striker vet, which will probably get vet 2 if he kills just any more Grens. But all through the game, we've not had... we only had 1 supply out upgrade, and that came in very late, only about 5 minutes ago. So
okay.
The veterancy hasn't really been the key thing to his army. It's sort of been rifles to snipers to tanks, and the flamers are there for flavor.
Some extra spice.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess Purlictor used most of his fuel to build all those TD units, because he got a lot of TD units quite rapidly after each other. Like,
he loses the Flamer.
Oh, Flamer goes down to the focus fire of a barred up Volk and a Shrek Ren. But this Pershing now, he's forced to combat recrew his pack against the Pershing, losing the Volk in the process, then loses the pack crew again, and these 2 Grens are not enough to fight a Pershing, even though they have a Shrek. He gets in one of those buildings. I didn't even know you could garrison that building.
Yeah, that's the building I make an FHQ out of. It's great.
That's the building, okay. He did recruit the pack again, now this time with Grens. Pure desperation now. He needs AT desperately. The Pershing is kind of banged up though.
Pershings always get banged up. It's like as soon as a pack, like 1 pack versus Pershing, it's just like it's like facing down in, like a tiger with an AT gun that always fires AP rounds. That's what it's like. You just got to avoid the AT guns, otherwise you just toast. It does have that beastly sound though.
Yeah, it does. Oh, Shrek Ren goes down trying to decap the VP. I'm not exactly sure now. Well, I know that was not worth it, as he has the VP on the left-hand side. He stopped the drain. He doesn't need to triple cap Purly. He needs more units. That means not losing a Shrek Ren.
There's Striper veterancy. Yep, 1 more kill as predicted was all he needed to tip him over the edge. 13 kills and vet 2. That's really going to help to sort of put the nail into the coffin. Oh, the lovely prop war there to get rid of the vet 2 rifles. And the sniper has now been produced as well. That's probably going to seal the deal.
Yeah, right now Maccaronni is fighting a massive
something
uphill
coming
battle.
out in tier 3.
We do have a Puma being produced against. I'm not exactly sure against with a Pershing on the field.
and M10.
But he needs something to fight the rifles, I guess, so he can stop. And he needs a fast response vehicle as well to force them off capping VPs, because VPs is the main problem for Maccaronni right now, down to 39.
Nasty squish, possibly? Nope.
No, I think he was trying to go for it, but we almost got one of them.
Must get. No, there's that one guy. He's gonna run it.
We almost ran into the fence.
Jesus. I think he got 1 or 2 there, but I can't see because I don't see the XP icons once he's unlocked everything.
Yeah, he got 2, I think. And the sniper got 1 of them.
Yeah, sniper's going to be a problem. Maccaronni would be silly to reinvest.
Bike.
Okay, he did reinvest in a bike. Okay.
Well, if he can find him somewhere where he's isolated without backup, sure, bike's gonna work. But as long as Purly keeps some form of backup.
Well, the thing is, like, the bike just isn't... I mean, the sniper just isn't a real problem. It's just, like, a minor annoyance, although he might actually work here.
Because it completely...
Incredibly.
It was...
Nope. the bike and Puma blocked each other.
Now the Pershing comes in to do a nice rolled miss on that bike. The pack opens up on it again. It just can't get repaired completely. It's completely countered by one pack. The Pershings are always semi-lackluster. Apart from when you're playing a player that goes tier 1 to tier 3, that is really good, because there's no packs on the field. It's just stugs to eat for breakfast over and over again.
A nice prop ball gets rid of a rifle, but the Vet 2 rifles are still in play.
The bike's actually going in to try to hunt down the sniper maybe, I'm not exactly sure. Here comes the Pershing now. Maccaronni does get the decrew on one of the stolen packs, but the Vet 2 rifles are still there. And there's not much else in the form of backup for this lone pack now. 2 Pyos against Vet 2 barred rifles. Where is the AT? It's just that one pack. That's it. Pack's gonna get decrewed once again. The Pershing is very low health, but there's literally no AT from Maccaronni now. Nothing at all.
That's not a great position to be in. He does manage to get the middle cap, so it does kind of stop the drain for a minute, and actually he's going to triple cap him briefly, possibly. No, the Vet 2 rifle's got the one on the right. And the one in the middle is going to go down as well. I think this is the curtain call for Maccaronni here.
He did put up a valiant effort trying to get rid of the Americans from Ruins of Ruin, but it just didn't work out in the end, even though Purlictor had that horrible massive engagement, losing so many infantry squads. Maccaronni looked very, very strong.
Attack was just insane. That sniper was just going to work.
Yeah, seriously, he sniped every single one-man retreating squad, even the MG at close range. With
that would have
it
would have just left me like
flabbergasted.
Castonic with rage. It would have just
Sniper capping VP on the left-hand side. Why not? Why not?
Low. Why not? The Grens are not engaging.
I guess he doesn't fancy it.
Yeah, the bike's coming though.
That's not a bad idea, considering he was all alone until the
all
Sherman
alone,
and Bard showed up.
Big brother.
Oh, he might actually get the sniper with the bike if the bars can't focus firing down quickly enough. He retreats. The bike actually kills him on retreat, and then is going to promptly drive into a mine and kill himself.
Well, at least he killed the sniper.
Yeah, true that. He made his cost back easily. But at the same time, 10 VPs ticking down, with 2 of them whited and 1 in Purlictor's hands. He's down to 8, slowly and steadily grinding him down. And with TD units in the center, Maccaronni actually decides to drop there after he realizes that he doesn't really have anything on the field that can cap the VPs back. The left-hand side was being capped by rifles, the center one was being guarded by TD units, and the right-hand side was guarded by a Pershing with no counter.
Yes, even though the Pershing wasn't actually really doing anything, but that's fine. Pershing never do anything.
Yeah, he could still just push them around anyway, so it
yeah,
wouldn't
exactly.
really matter
You
that
can't
much.
shoot them, I just push you.
Yeah, I'll just push you around and you can't cap the VP, and then it's basically game. Very nicely played from both players. That massive engagement in the beginning really put Purlictor behind, but especially, you know, the 2 snipers were really putting in some hurt on Maccaroni's manpower by killing Grenadiers so rapidly with double snipers. He's just forced to retreat.
Yeah, that was what really led him back into
and then
the game.
TD
Even though he
units,
eventually lost them, it was just so big.
Yeah, it did have a large impact on the game. So very nice taking from Purlictor. Very nicely played from Maccaronni as well. I really enjoyed this game. It was a good game. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and like this video and tell all of your friends. And we'll see you guys for next episode.
See you guys.